It's the 49ers Cutback.
It's 49ers Cutback Podcast time, and now that the 49ers have addressed roster moves, Horse, in free agency, what moves do they still need to make in the draft? What is the position of need for the 49ers to address in the NFL draft?
I would say the number one position of need for the Niners right now is still defensive backfield. They don't have Tart back, so even right at the moment, they don't have Tart. So right now, Tarvarius Moore is right slotted into that spot, which I'm fine with, but they probably need another safety back there then. And then they're still a little bit thin at the corner spot. They have Verrett and Mosley, they have starters, and they just brought back Dante Johnson, who's a solid backup, but they still could use a little bit of an influx of youth. And probably one more real good corner. So if they don't sign K'Wan Williams, they definitely probably need to draft a defensive back early.
I think that they have some cap room left, and I'm going to work under the assumption that they're going to make another move at corner with a guy like K'Wan Williams and shore up that nickel position, sort of. So that, for me, leaves a few things that need to be addressed, and I think the biggest one for me that needs to be addressed is depth. And depth at either the D-line, edge rushing position, or at the O-line position. So I'd be fine with a line pick either way. I don't know how a lot of 49ers fans are going to feel about that with how many talented guys or how many guys we drafted at the D-line position in the first round. So that may be a touchy subject for everybody. But depth at the O-line, depth at the D-line, our defense is built around the speed and the edge rush. So having guys that you can replace here or having depth that you can rotate in so guys aren't having to play, every snap, every down on defense is huge, and it's important for the defense because we're built around our secondary maybe not being elite in terms of their ability to cover for a long period of time. But if they only got to cover for 4 or 5 seconds at a great level and can do so off the get-go and off the jump, that makes it a whole heck of a lot easier for you to replace secondary and find secondary pieces that can do that job for 4 to 5 seconds rather than guys who have to cover for 8, 9, 10 seconds because you got quarterbacks all over the league now who can extend plays. So D-line huge, O-line huge because you got to protect your future at quarterback, whether that's Jimmy Garoppolo or whether that's someone else down the line. A lot of questions there on the O-line in terms of health because when guys get hurt, we saw what happened with that line and the patchwork that you got to do. So a lot of different things. I think either side of the line is where the Niners need to address first things first right away as soon as they can.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of spots, and one of them is the secondary, like Horst talked about with the DBs, especially at the corner position. I think that they need to add depth, and the reason I think that this is a position that they need to add depth is because this is a great year to get a very quality cornerback. This cornerback class is very deep. You can get great players in the second round, third round, fourth round, so they need to go ahead and make sure they do it, maybe even take a couple of guys. And then I'll say this, another position I think is of need is the quarterback position. The reason I'm saying that is not so much a sign that Jimmy Garoppolo, is on his way out or anything, but more so that they need a better, more capable backup, somebody that they can develop. They tried with C.J. Beathard, it didn't work. They tried with Nick Mullins, it didn't work. I don't think Josh Rosen is the answer. So what that means is the 49ers really need to find someone. So can it be Davis Mills? Will it be, somebody later, Shane Bichelle, somebody like that, Kellen Mond, somebody that they can put in there that is a more legitimate backup that they can develop and see if there's something there.
You won't even give the man a chance. I can't even believe it.
Sorry, I laughed. When you said
yeah, I'm just saying, I think those are the main ones. I tried to ignore all conversation on Josh Rosen right now.
But Grant Cohn talks about him all the time.
Yeah, a lot of people will already know what my thought is. Go up and get Zach Wilson, get the elite quarterback, get the guy that you need. I think the quarterback position needs an upgrade. I'm not specifically saying Jimmy Garoppolo in the starting quarterback position, but behind him right now. We're built to win. I think we all agree that a rookie quarterback coming in might not have the success that Jimmy Garoppolo will have in year one, and I think we're built to win right now, but I would still go do it because I think he could be the quarterback of the future. You could have him starting for 4 years, but if not, Davis Mills, Kellen Mond, one of those guys later on in the draft, Ellinger, somebody like that would fill that position. I like what you said about the O-line and D-line. They've been drafting for depth on the O-line. Alex Mack filled the hole, so I don't know if that's as big of a need. But if Rashawn Slater was sitting there at 12, that'd be really tempting to go Rashawn Slater at 12.
The one I'm still hoping for is Wyatt Davis at 43.
If Wyatt Davis is there at 43, that's one heck of a move.
That's a steal.
Could they trade up from 43 into the end of the first round to make sure they secure a Wyatt Davis? They definitely could, but they could also be signing a, kind of under the radar free agent to play right guard. The fact that they're talking to guards makes me think they're not sold on Daniel Brunskill being the starter.
Yeah. They talked to Lane Taylor from Green Bay, correct?
That's exactly.
Now, all they can do is talk to him because he's got the ACL from last year.
Well, I think they kind of were taking a look, seeing how the injury's progressing. That way they know what they can do. But, I mean, that's a guy that has a lot of talent, and he can definitely play.
Yeah.
He absolutely can. And as you can tell, we don't necessarily agree on everything around here. We all got our own opinions. We all got our own takes, and we know you do too. So let us know in the comments section down below what you think. What's the biggest need that the 49ers need to address in the upcoming NFL draft? We want to hear from you. Join the conversation. And while you're down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell.
Lots of people have been bringing up what they believe the 49ers needs are. Look at it from John Lynch's perspective, and he's already said, kind of what the needs are. They filled some. They'll fill more, I'm sure, in the second wave of free agency as they fill out their roster and then through the draft. But who do they need? I want to know what position people are talking about.
Yeah, this is always a polarizing subject with everyone. Everyone sees football a little bit different and thinks a little bit differently of the guys on the team as fans. So this is always an interesting subject to me. I want to know, who do you guys think needs to be replaced, or where do you think we need more depth? Obviously, I know plenty of you are going to say quarterback. I want to know what else.
Well, and if you say quarterback, why?
Yeah. And who?
Yeah.
Who, where? All that's important. But until next time, you stay safe.
Remember the right way.
Is always the 49ers way.